Come see us on tour. We're going to be in Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, Atlantic City, Levittown, New York, Cohoes, New York, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Syrian girl made some good posts. She says the media won't talk about Greta Thunberg anymore. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
She's old now.
Yeah, well, she's an adult now, and she slipped out of their control. She started to care about real issues instead of the weather, says Syrian girl.
Well, that's her fault.
So she's now, I don't know if you could see, she's wearing a kafifa thing, right?
Yeah.
And she can't even afford gloves that don't have holes in them.
No.
Yeah. And
she went to school.
So she's now protesting Israel. So that's now you know the rest of the story. And she didn't realize that when she was protesting climate change all that time, she was just an op. She was being used by the people. That Swedish marketing company, that AstroTurf, the brand of Greta Thunberg, they did not let her in on this scam. No. She didn't know she was the part of a scam. I honestly believe she doesn't know she was part of a scam.
I don't think so either. Why would you let her in on it?
Right? You don't need to. She's a kid. So let's listen to what she's saying now.
We're currently outside Maersk, one of the biggest shipping companies in the world, that only the last year, has shipped thousands of tons of military equipment to Israel to arm them during their genocide in Gaza. And we are here to demand that Maersk must stop all the transportation of weapons and weapon components to Israel. They must terminate all contract and investment that support the genocide and occupation of Palestine. And Denmark must implement a full military embargo on Israel. We are here because we know that Maersk are not going to do it for us. We have overwhelming evidence showing that Israel is committing a genocide in Palestine. People have been trying to resist for so long, but they are still not listening. So therefore we take it on ourselves because we know that these big companies are ruled by profits. That's why we are using our democratic duty as citizens to stand up for what is right, to stand up for justice, for a free Palestine. That's what we are occupying in Maersk right now.
Well, I mean, I agree with her protest, but I also suspect she was hired by Israel to make people not side with the Palestinians by having her support Palestinians. That's my guess. To this day, I don't see what she adds to anything. To this day.
You can put a kafia on her if all you want. It doesn't unpinch your face up.
Note that, so now this is how they're reporting on her. Greta Thunberg's descent from climate darling to militant pro-Palestine mouthpiece.
Oh, the descent.
That's from the Telegraph. Syrian girl says, note the use of dissent, militant, and mouthpiece by the Telegraph. This is called propaganda.
You're no kidding.
Everyone's children's holiday favorite, Pippi Longstockings, resists arrests. There she is.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they're done with her. Maybe she is being sincere. The news media is done with her. But only a Zionist could find something wrong with the one thing that a hired professional actor and mouthpiece actually got right.
Yeah. Who's behind this?
The kid is now militant and dangerous because she opposed genocide instead of promoting neoliberal green business. When she was previously angelic, there it is. She increasingly militant Thunberg looks naive at best and dangerous at worst.
Thunberg's powerful influence was even dubbed the Greta effect. Shut up. Shut up.
But they are correct. Having a conscience is extremely dangerous, Kurt. I mean, to all the people who don't have one.
Yeah, well, it's just like, hey, I agree with her point on this one. Well, what does she add to this protest? Like, what do? You didn't go to school was your whole thing. So you don't know anything. You show up and squinch your face up and it like takes away from it.
There's a difference between being a dissident who opposes government policy and an activist for a state-backed cause, which is what she was. Dissidents don't get to ride in yachts, which she did. I looked for the latest from Vice News about Thunberg, but it doesn't exist.
Well, that could be because USAID was cut funding.
Yep, that's aha. So this is what they used to say. Trolls' attack on Greta Thunberg's appearance are sadly predictable. Now they say she's disgraced herself. Where's that sweet, innocent kid screaming, "How dare you!" at everyone?
Yeah. Well, now she's descended into how dare youing the wrong people.
Yep, that's exactly what's happening.
The little girl who said, "How dare you?"
Hey, some coffee's weak. Some coffee is sad. But 1775 coffee, it's bold, it's strong. It's America's first in every single cup. The dark roast hits harder than a Trump landslide. The medium roast, smooth, no bitterness, just like life was before 2020. And the Vitality Mushroom Blend fuels your brain like a debate night victory. Small farm, small batches, roasted fresh in Miami every week. You'll taste the difference. Only the best makes it into your cup. Whole bean, ground, pods, they've got it all. Go to 1775coffee.com. Use code DORE for 15% off and start your morning with coffee that stands for something. Come see us on tour. We're going to be in Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, Atlantic City, Levittown, New York, Cohoes, New York, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.